live from the westernunion.com VIP lounge.
Yo, you guys ready? Nah. You guys ready? Come on, make some noise. All right. That's what's up.
That's
My name is
like
Josser. Josser right here.
Truth Live, Rebel Pop Radio. Just trying to be like this guy.
Please. So you guys ready for Diplo? Diplo is in the house. Mad Decent in the building. All right, y'all. Let's give it up for the president and CEO of Mad Decent, Diplo. Yeah. Diplo.
What I sit here?
What's that, homie?
The intro is too crazy.
Just for you. Don't sit on the mic.
Here we go. I didn't know I was a CEO till now.
Aren't you?
I mean, I guess I would be. We don't have those kind of. We don't have those kind of titles yet.
All right.
Not yet.
Well, you just got promoted, so
good. Yeah.
Thank you, Jose.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Congratulations. Man. So you're straight out of Canada and Burning Man, right?
Right. Yeah. I did Burning Man last weekend, and then
for a whole week.
Yeah. No, I just did 3 days because
3 days.
Labor Day is where all the DJs have to go and work, so I had to leave on Friday to get to Vegas.
How was it?
It was crazy. Burning Man is amazing.
You did like 4 or 5 different sets, right?
I did like 14 different.
14, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Putting in some work.
Yeah, I did everything from like a hip hop set to like an underground house set to like we did a all reggae dub set one night, and I'm gonna post them all my sets on my SoundCloud on Monday.
Didn't you do something with Carl Cox too?
Yeah, I played with him.
Oh, that's what I want to hear right there.
Yeah, I did one with him. I did one with Major Lazer. Did one. We did Jack U and Major Lazer together. We did, and I just did a couple. I just ran into people's cars and just jumped on there and just DJ'd, you know?
That's dope.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Hello.
I think for a DJ that works as much as me, like Burning Man's like the vacation, because you go there and you play for people that don't know who you are. You just get on literally, you drive around the desert and you find an audience that just listens to your music and is attracted to it. And they come and they just vibe with you for an hour until you drive away from them to find another crowd. So it's a whole different vibe. You're like just letting the music travel through, you know, as opposed to like playing a set that you prepare and everything.
I gotta ask, like, did you get into the Burning Man like whole regalia? Like, were you Burning Man? I would say
Fitted?
what clothes you wearing was probably like what clothes weren't you?
I left all my clothes there because they were ruined after that. But I just like whatever, you know. There's a lot of people there that were styling out. Like it's like a fashion show there sometimes now. But I just wore, you know, try to keep the dust out of my ears and stuff. That's all you got to do.
All right.
Okay, where do you sleep though?
I had we slept in like a camper.
Camper?
Which I think also got left there. It was pretty rough. But I think the whole idea is to rough it, you know? It's like a camping trip, you know? And it's good to do it. I saw some people from the Bay, though, that were not roughing it. They had like the full 4 stars. Yeah, there were some CEOs, the real CEOs out there.
Right.
Bosses. So from Burning Man, you went to Canada.
Right.
You did some shows over there.
Right.
And then you opened up for Madonna.
That's right, yeah.
You opened up for Madonna on Wednesday and Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, last night.
Thursday.
I played with her last night and the night
How
before.
was that?
I mean, it was the very first night to her show, her whole tour.
Right.
And I'm like,
Kickoff.
there's only 2 opening acts. So just me in Montreal and Amy Schumer in New York. So she's such a boss. She has nobody else with her on the tour. And it was her. She was really nervous. I was like with her in the prayer circle before she performed, and she was like nervous. She hasn't toured in a couple years, and she's excited. And it was, I'll tell you what, I've been to a lot of arena shows. This is my favorite ones because she plays a lot of hits, a lot of new music. She mixes it up, crazy new versions, and her energy is crazy.
So, yeah. Madonna brought you up on stage last night.
The night before, yeah.
You were dancing with her.
I did the name.
That was dope. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
I had to do it, yeah.
Obligatory.
Yeah, I think she brings a person on stage every night, and I was the first victim, so it was a little bit embarrassing, but it was cool. I mean, it's embarrassing to DJ in an arena anyway for people that don't, you know. Her fan base is a little bit older,
right? Yeah,
and they're, you know, it's like not my fans for sure, but they were really open-minded. And it was like 24,000 people there. I'm just DJing on the stage, you know, playing.
Is it a little bit more awkward though now that you know that Madonna is Joser's mom?
No, I didn't know that, but that's cool.
Did you see that?
She's really cool, yeah.
I'm saying.
She's really cool.
That's mom right there.
Her other kids were there too. She had her whole family, actually.
Rocco
so
and the whole clique.
Yeah, your brother and sister, I guess.
Lourdes, yeah.
Yeah.
My brothers.
Yeah, it's cool.
So are you going to continue on the show? Opening up for her?
No, I just only dates that we can make work were those dates because I had the break between Burning Man and tonight's like big huge Mad Decent block party in Berkeley. So
you need to come back for the show. Yep.
Yeah.
In the Bay Area in October.
Yeah, I might actually do it, but I think I'm away in October for Major Lazer. We're doing the European tour, but
okay.
But I'm happy to be here tonight because it's like nice and warm.
Right. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Does your summer start late here?
It does, always.
Yeah.
This is our summer right now.
I've never been here when it's nice like this. This is cool.
It's not usually this warm, though.
No, it's not.
No, this is
yeah, I love it. I love
rare.
it.
This is special. Yeah, we coordinated that. That's part of
it's on my
we
rider.
set that up. Yeah. Make sure the weather's ideal for the block party, right?
Yeah. Perfect.
So I'm a huge Madonna fan, and when I found out that you were going to be working with her, I lost it.
Yeah.
How was it working with Madonna? Is she like intimidating?
I mean, in the first couple of days, it was kind of standoffish, and we wanted to see. Honestly, I didn't expect to make music with her. I just thought I was going to be another guy to kind of add a story to her album, whatever. But the chemistry was really, really good. Like, she was really cool. She realized I was really open-minded. I also work hard. You know, she realized I was there working on the songs myself and making everything with her, and she saw like the passion. I think that she appreciated it, and she knew that my intention was to do something next, like a forward record, you know, not like the old stuff, like do something new. And that's what I guess like Bitch I'm Madonna is or whatever. It's something that's sounds crazy, and I know it wasn't really going for radio, but just do something with her that's just kind of twisted up. And actually, you know, the Bitch I'm Madonna hook is from Lil B. Like, you know, he had a record. He had a record called Bitch I'm Madonna. I think we had a line in one of his records.
That's right.
So I took that from him, and then
I
thought it'd be cool to do something like that for her, and then just make something fun and young, because she's always represented like youth culture. No matter what age she is, she's always represented like a young, fun attitude. So.
Did you go in, like, did you have a preconception of what you were going for, like sonically, vibe-wise, or did you just want to get in there and feel it, or what's the process like? I think,
honestly, I just wanted to get an Instagram picture with her, and then, if we made music, that would be, like, cool on top, but we just started, I mean, it was cool. I mean, she really drove me crazy. Like, she's in the studio before I get there. She leaves, you know, after me. She's, like, a boss. Like, it's crazy to work with a bunch of new kids and rappers and singers and see how little they work and how much she works. You know, how like she's from the old school where you sit in an album cycle for like 4 weeks and you work like it's your job. You know, you work overtime. Nowadays you just go, you know, when you find time to run into a studio or whatever.
Well, that makes me think, like, I was going to ask you about, like, we live in this like celebrity driven culture of instant gratification,
right,
social media pushing things, where you have been putting in work for a long time. Like, people might view you as this huge overnight success, but that overnight success came with like decades of preparation.
Yeah.
I mean,
not decades, yeah, but
yeah,
1 decade.
A few years.
Before 2010.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
previous decade.
It's funny, my very first show ever outside of Philadelphia where I lived was in Montreal. It was 11 years ago, so it's been that long. I drove there on my little VW, and I was like up there sleeping in my car, drove back. So it's been a long time, you know, than to play at an arena with the Madonna.
Do you feel that gives you a different appreciation maybe for where you've gotten at? Because maybe
I just feel like since my rise has been like really steady and slow, you know, like a lot of DJs or even things happening now is like this and that, you know, it's like I know what got me here. It's been like hard work, you know, and just always being being inspired all the time. You know, it's what's cool to have a label like Mad Decent, because we have so many great people playing the block parties and artists that are involved, like Dylan Francis or Party Favors or Riff Raff or CL, all these artists that are just always inspiring me, and I'm always helping to build their music as well. So it's cool.
So all this hard work has been it's been paying off for you.
Yeah.
You have 2 of the hottest songs this summer. Where are you now?
Not of the hottest, like the hottest.
The hottest songs of the summer.
Yeah,
I'm calling it right now. You're gonna get nominated for some Grammys.
I hope so. I mean,
yeah.
I never won a Grammy yet. I won like a little paper Grammy for Chris Brown.
Paper Grammy.
A bootleg Grammy.
Yeah, I produced Look at Me Now with Chris Brown, and he got a Grammy for his album. So I got like a award, like a badge.
An honorary Grammy.
A Grammy badge. I lost it though.
Thanks for the smash hit.
yeah. It was like a gold star I got from the Grammys.
That's just your pre-Grammy for your real Grammys coming. I'm got to back a poser with that. That's coming. That's coming.
Yeah, so you know what?
Sure.
I would love to do it, but you know, this year is also Mark Ronson's year. You know, for producer of the year, he had like, and also Max Martin had so many hits the weekend. So this year is a tough year.
You know who you have on your side though?
Who's that?
Skrillex.
Yeah.
Remember a couple years ago he was nominated for like three or four Grammys? He won them all.
Yeah.
So you're good.
So hopefully, I think we might get the dance Grammy for sure.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, you got it in our hearts.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fans.
We
right?
appreciate you.
I got the Grammy of the streets.
There
You got
you
the
go.
street Grammys.
You got the
Yeah.
street cred.
Trophies.
The real
there
votes.
You go. So you have some music that you're gonna play for us right now?
I mean, I guess I was gonna play my new record. You guys are playing it already. Be Right There.
Oh, we're playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're playing it.
But if you already heard it, I don't know. Maybe
We've heard it. It's still brand new, basically, as far as radio goes.
Here we go.
Waiting just for you. I just gotta know that your love is true. Can't keep running, boy, in and out my life. Wanna be your girl, nah, 'cause the mood is right. If I let you go inside tomorrow, will you hide? Will you be there for me when I need someone to hold? Baby, don't misunderstand. I don't want you for my man. I just need a little time before I invest my life. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. My love won't hurt. No, no. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. I'll be right there for you. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. My love won't hurt. No, no. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. I'll be right there for you.
Our little
That's
stu-
kind of what it would
Air
sound
horn
like.
right now.
We've been playing it. I think both Rebel Pop Radio,
Yeah.
Ghetto House Radio, and Regular Mix Show has it on everything,
Yeah,
right?
and I
When
thank for all the
God's on.
support. You've been supporting me from just your show.
Yeah, man.
3
Day
years
one,
ago.
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
doing interviews for Major Lazer 5 years ago on my
That's
bus.
right.
and,
Yeah,
like,
at the Independent.
yeah. So
you remembered.
long time ago, I was
Yeah.
like, let me do some radio, and you're the only guy that ever showed up.
Really? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and so then for the radio, for the songs to take off on all formats is crazy, and you always were from the day one. So
One love,
appreciate
man.
that.
One love. One love.
That makes me think though, like, you know, your music, you've run a really wide breadth from like MIA, Paper Planes, the Chris Brown, Look at Me Now, or even the Too Close,
Yeah.
Alex Clare. Like you've had a really wide range. The California Soul.
Yeah,
you know,
that's funny, that one.
Yeah.
I did, another big record I did this year was Sia, Elastic Heart.
That's right.
That's where I was gonna finish it with, which is personally one of my favorite pop records in years.
Yeah. It's so dope. I love that record.
It's a beautiful song. Everything about it. Did you anticipate trends coming in a way where it's almost like genre almost doesn't exist? Like it's just sort of like ambiguous bass pop electronic music.
I think that honestly, I just don't look forward to anything. Like I'm just always working, and you know, with Sia, it's a funny story because she is an underground artist. She was in a small kind of like a trip hop group years ago, and then she was doing some solo music, and I knew her as an awesome voice. So I met her, and we wrote a record for Rusko's album called Hold On. That was a huge record for Matt Deason, and Amber Kaufman, who sang Get Free, sang that record for us. So I kept in touch with Sia all the time, and it's cool because it's like a small inner circle that she works with, a few producers, and I was one of the guys. And I remember emailing her that beat, and she cut that record the same hour. Like she's like, I want this for my album. I didn't even know she was working on an album. And then Greg Kirsten helped me out a little bit with the pianos and stuff on top, and we just finished the record like a month after. And The Weeknd actually was on the original version. He had the second verse. This is before he blew up. And then I just think like all these people I meet over years are all blew up as well. You know, like Sia, The Weeknd. Even when I was working with Bieber years ago on his like a second album, I didn't expect him to all the travel he had. You know, going down in popularity and then back up again. I always just thought it's cool. This guy's a cool guy, and if I make a cool record with him, it'll be great. You know, no matter what people think about it. So I just think just building relationships with people in the music industry and just making great music is what you got to do.
Absolutely, right? Well, do you worry, and I mean this like as respectfully as possible, like coming from doing something independently and really heartfelt, and now it's become so big, like Matt Deason, Diplo, Major Lazer, these things have like permeated so much of pop culture. Do you worry about it getting oversaturated in people and like an underground backlash because credibility and authenticity?
I've had underground backlash since like 10 years ago, so I don't care about that at all. I think just always making great music is the most important thing. You know, when someone like Deadmau5, who's like a friend of mine still, you know, wants to talk, you know, shit on the internet, I just ignore it, because at the end of the day our records are great and they touch people's lives. You know, just like being annoying and you know, being just kind of always cutting things down is not the way to make your music great. You got to sit there and make great music, and then you can talk shit, you know. So. But
that's the thing with him. He's always talking.
He's always
running his mouth.
Yeah, but he's like an agitator, you know. And I appreciate that. I love him for just being that person, because I think, especially when you work in dance music, for me it's so it's like it's so shallow anyway. Like a lot of these, I don't meet a lot of guys that really love what they do. You know, someone like Skrillex is someone who I know music is his life. You know, and other guys who just make the music or don't even make the music, just show up and do the sets, and it's like those guys are going to be here today, gone tomorrow. You know, I know a lot of people who are going to last for a long time, who believe it and they love it every day. You know, it's all about just being. Just really feeling your music. You can't. I can tell when someone does it with an authentic feeling, you know. And I can tell when they don't, you know.
You talked about. You said something that made me think. You used to be a teacher, right?
Yeah, I was a teacher before.
You were a teacher, so you feel some sort of like social responsibility. Although you make lighthearted,
right.
Fun music. Lighthearted might be overdoing it right there, but. That's got to segue to this. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. What is the appropriate age for people to start twerking?
Well, I don't have any. I have 2 sons, so I'm lucky. I don't have any daughters. So I think if I had daughters, I would.
She loves your videos.
Yeah.
Like, are my on-demand favorites are like yours all in a row. But I have to be really careful what I put on there. Granted, your videos are
I think
okay.
that I went through a trend when when I was starting to do Las Vegas and stuff like that. Everything was like the 4/4 music, and I came in with like a record like Express Yourself, which was like big in that world. But no one. All the other guys that came to see me play, like the Afrojackson, those guys were like, what is this? How do you play this music at your club?
New Orleans bounce or
I was
whatever.
like, people just dance to it. You know, you don't have to, it's not about cell phones in the air and fist pumping music. So that was like me, a response to like the EDM world, was the records like those. I kind of went OD with the twerking stuff because people just sent me videos, but it wasn't really cool back then when I did it. So then it became really on trend and stuff. So I just moved on, you know. You just always kind of find something that people aren't working in, and you go there and, you know, work in that world, you know, when people aren't doing it, and then you move on when people overdo it. So I think that's what we've been doing. Even with Major Lazer, I think that if someone said, you know, let's start a reggae band, it would be like the worst idea ever. Like, no one listens to reggae music, you know, but we just thought we loved it, and we just kept working on it until the records became as strong as something like Lean On or Get Free or Powerful, and just records that we want to make them like that next step, like do something different than everybody else is doing, you know.
Aside from the sound of it, a big part of what you do is also the look, like the aesthetic. So like some people probably didn't understand initially that Major Lazer was this like character and this concept project. Like, and it's true for Mad Decent also. You seem to be very aware of the look, the branding, the imaging, the graphic design. How important is that in today's music, not just the sonic quality?
Well, I'll give you one good example of someone like Dylan Francis, who is like one artist that his music might be interchangeable with other people's music sometimes, but he has an attitude, a style, and he has a personality that's bigger than any other DJ that I know of. So for him, like, marketing him is really easy because he's such a strong character.
But so are you.
I know. I mean, I think that with Major Lazer, it's also something I was trying to make a way to translate the music. I still haven't figured out the best way to push Major Lazer out there. I think we're just working on the music first and foremost, but I think that the branding is important. We're always working on that, you know, and trying to find ways to reach people. But I think the image is everything. You know, you have to have a strong brand, a strong image, especially when it comes to dance music, electronic music. I can't tell the difference between anything anymore. You know, as someone who works on a label, it's hard for me to see what sticks out. You know, you have to have that special something. You know.
I wanted to ask you about Jack U, the name. What does it mean? Does it mean like Jack U, like move you? Yeah. Or Jack U, like break yourself, fool?
I think it's like just
getting assaulted.
It's like the old Chicago house way of Jack. You know, like Jack. Yeah, like that.
Okay, Jack U.
Originally, the idea for the project was like we're gonna make like ghetto tech, like 140 BPM Chicago house music, and we never did that. We just kind of like the first song we did was with the Korean with GD and Top. We did with Dirty Vibe, and then we just started. I just had a bunch of songs I had written, like To You with Luna George I had wrote a couple years ago, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I took it to Sonny and said, like, hey, I got these horns and this, and we just built that song. We just had ideas, and we just together. It's crazy when you have someone like him, the quality control is so higher than it would be for ourselves personally, you know? We just have to be at that next level. With something like Where Are You Now, I was literally me in headphones playing with that bass line. It was actually a remix I did for Duke Dumont, one of his records, and it was like the bass line. I stole his bass line sound, and I just started making new chords. And then Sonny heard it, and we just kind of finally found a direction to go with that record. It was just always like back and forth, sparking ideas, you know? There's some really bad versions of the songs you have on the album that never made it.
I want to share something with you real quick. There's this picture of a young boss. Let's see, hold on, give it a second.
We got monitors for you guys.
Yeah,
and for you right there.
Look at that, explain that picture.
Okay.
There's a good story behind that picture.
Well, I don't know where this picture came from. Someone sent it to me. Or my mother sent, I don't know how it got to me. It's not even me.
Right.
It's a girl.
Not you.
But the name said Wes on it, and it was in like a shoebox. I don't know where it came from. Like either someone found it, just thought it looked like me, and they sent it to me, and I don't know. I posted it one day, and then the girl's mom saw it, and it became like a story, like I was pretending to be somebody else, another baby or something.
But it totally looks like you though.
It does look like me, but she, and I thought it was me. I even saw my mom. My mom was like, "That's you," and I was like, "Mom, it's not," because she sent me another picture with her real mom, with the same girl. So it's not me. And her dad's a photographer, but I asked her for the negative because I was trying to like get to the bottom, and she couldn't find the negative. So I don't know.
All right.
I don't know who that is.
All right. So you're a DJ, you're a producer, you're a writer. I mean, you've done it all, except you haven't conquered modeling yet.
I actually did. I did the Alexander Wang thing. Oh, that's me. That's fake.
Y'all
me.
see that, right?
Diplo Harris. Diplo Harris.
I made a better fake one before.
That's hot right there.
Calvin Harris went in last year, man. He went to the gym every day. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't have time for that.
He went to the
Life
bank
goals.
every day last year.
I don't have time for that.
Life goals right there.
I got kids, so I got to spend my time with them. So if I lived in the gym, I'd be like that. Yeah. But there's a really funny picture of Justin Bieber in the Drake video with the Calvin Klein ad, and it looks like me because Bieber and Drake mixed together, their faces, and it looks kind of like me. If you see that, if you can pull that up. But
I don't have that one.
Yeah, not on deck.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, give it up for Diplo.
We need that love.
Diplo. Thank you.
Thank you.